Hello all and welcome to another episode of MSBA Quick Bytes. I'm Professor Dominic Sellitto, and today we're going to talk about the useful magic of if statements. But what is an if statement? An if statement, also known as a conditional expression, is something that allows us to execute tasks, in other words, to do things, but only under certain circumstances. Those circumstances are what we refer to as the if-then equation. If X happens, then do Y. If statements are incredibly powerful and are the driving force behind not just the computer programs and software that we use, but also behind our own decisions as humans. So let's take a look at some examples. If the weather is sunny, then I might take my dog for a walk. But now you might be thinking, what happens if it's not sunny? Well, when it's not sunny or when something doesn't meet the if condition, we refer to that as the else. So if it is sunny, then I take my dog for a walk, or else perhaps I don't. Maybe it's raining, maybe it's windy, maybe it's snowing. But this type of if, then, else statement can be used to model other things from a business perspective as well. If our profit is less than 0, then highlight the cell in the Excel spreadsheet as red. That way it becomes visually distinct from the other cells. If my phone receives a notification, then bring my phone. If now, current time, is after a deadline, then panic. So you can model almost anything as an if-then-else statement, as long as it has a decision component to it. So let's take a look at an example that you can try. First, I want you to open an Excel spreadsheet. Once you've opened a brand new Excel spreadsheet, go to cell A1. That's the one in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. And I want you to type in the number 82 there. So assume for a second that this is a college class, and as the professor of that class, I want to be able to tell very quickly and automatically if a student has passed or failed my exam. Well, what I might do is create a conditional statement, an if-then-else statement within Excel. Now, to do this, I can just type equals if, open parentheses, then I have to enter my logical test. That logical test is the actual if part of the statement. If the value in cell A1 is greater than 65, right? Then the value of true, that's my then statement, pass. And then the value if false, my else, right? Else, fail. And if I hit enter, I will have an automatic way to be able to tell whether or not a student has passed or failed my class. If a student gets a 60, then they fail. If a student gets a 65, they also fail. Remember, because I have it set to greater than 65, and 65 is equal to 65. I can use these if statements to model a variety of different things within Microsoft Excel and within computer programs in general. If you want to get fancy about it, right, you could put an if statement inside of another if statement, right? So if I wanted to, instead of just saying pass or fail, assign a grade to a student, I can say if cell A1, that 82, is greater than 65, then run another if statement. So my then, in terms of this if statement, is just another if statement. Then check if cell A1 is greater than 80. If it is, then give them an A. Otherwise, just say that they passed because they're above 65, just not above 80. If they don't meet any of those conditions, all the way back to A1 is greater than 65, then they fail. And we can model very complex use cases with this across a variety of different business problems. So why should you care? Well, the main reason why you should care is automation, right? These things are things that you would otherwise be doing manually. And when we do things manually, we often encounter problems with consistency, problems with effectiveness of our work, and problems with efficiency. If I can automate things, I can tell that they're consistently being done at the quality level that I need them to be without running the risk of additional human errors injected in the process. By doing this, I can make sure that I can free up my time to dive deeper into more impactful tasks than just formatting my spreadsheets while improving the overall quality of my work. In this way, you should use if statements to enhance your life. Thanks, and have a great day.